number 25. At forward, at 6'7", number 8. At center, at 7 feet, number 32, Carl Anthony Towns. At guard, at 16, number 11, David. The head coach for your New York Knicks, Mike Brown. Fans, let's hear it for your New York Knicks.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown. Team up is the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And for New York, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. We've had this one circled on our calendars. Two great teams with stars leading the way, Greg.
Oh, BA, tonight is what the NBA is all about. Elite teams with top-end talent. And that's given this game almost a playoff feel.
Now here's Hauser. On the wing, Tatum. He's covered by Hart. Outside White. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Hart finds Brunson. Back to Hart. New York working the ball around now. Brunson against White. Launches it. Kata pulls it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Ooh.
And some solid defense from Towns. White against Brunson. It's tipped. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Hart passes to Brunson. Here's Towns. Kicks it out to Anunoby. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Pass to Kata. Tatum against Hart. Now here's Tatum. Defense right on him. That shot off the mark. Hart with the defensive effort. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside White. Six to shoot. Pass to Kata. The Knicks pull it in. A playmaker who can also score in bunches. I'm talking about Derek White, Doris.
I'm so glad you are, PA, because Derek White's big-time shot-making ability under duress of the shot clock. How many times does this guy get the ball with very little time on the clock, and he just stands calmly and delivers shot after shot?
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Time to get loud for your Knicks. Astro fans, make some noise once again for your Knicks Breaker Dance Crew. Show them some love.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Shot is up. Again, the miss by Boston. Knicks leading by 6. Anunoby on the wing. Inside. The kick out to Brunson. White with the steal. And they're on the run. Tatum with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, this is who we know Derek White is. Excellent anticipation defensively. And what does he do? He makes sure his teammate gets an opportunity.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. He immediately brought up Jason Tatum, the incredible all-star forward, saying, quote, Tatum is an NBA champion for a reason. He leads his team. JT does it all at 6'8". Great passing it, defending, and obviously scoring too. We'll see how they plan to contain Jason tonight. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Tatum after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. Back to White. 3 on the clock. And stolen by Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those two qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
Both free throws good from Brunson. And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside, Doris.
Handful might be an understatement, BA. He is a nightmare free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a two-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
BA, I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Now here's Hart. No points yet. Here's Towns. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Here's Brunson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Towns on a screen. Fires at the elbow, and he hits the jumper.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's White. Hauser outside. Back to Brown. Clock at 4. Fires high post. Nice D from Bridges. New York leading by 10. Pass to Hart. Doesn't go for him. Brown with some nice D. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Back to Hauser from the arc. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
An easy 2 on the layup.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Outside Hart. Towns a screen on Tatum. Hart from long range. Boston pulls it in. Brown passes to White. Now Tatum. The 3 is up. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. New York working the ball around now. Bridges outside. Fires for 3. The kick out to Brunson. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Brunson's got 8.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
16-8.
And the jam by Brown.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. 6-point game. Hart against Tatum. Towns a screen on Tatum. Hart from long range. Tatum pulls it in.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Pass to White. Back to Hauser. Here's Brown. With the fadeaway. And Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Hart with a screen on White. Brunson passes to Hart. 3-pointer, Bridges. No good. Celtics trail by 4. Throws it up high. And Brown with the stuff.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, VA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Clarkson comes in for Hart, and Alvarado's subbed in for Brunson. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. Walsh comes in for Jason Tatum. Shireman's checked in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for Brown. Now here's Clarkson. Outside Anunoby. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Clarkson. And the Knicks miss again. Boston trailing. Here's Shireman. White looking it over. High arcing shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Gentlemen, that is about excellent concentration from Derek White. You play through the foul. Now you get the old-fashioned three-point opportunity.
Boston shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. free throw is good, now leading by 1. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 16 so far. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Sohan's checked in for New York. Alvarado, the pass to Shamet. Sohan, left side, to the inside. Robinson lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
Pritchard from outside. It's rebounded by New York. Now here's Alvarado. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Robinson finds Clarkson. Shoots over Pritchard. And there's Clarkson. That one's good. On the assist from Robinson.
Well, we know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
Pass to Shireman. Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by Boston. Knicks leading by 3. Sohan inside. There's the steal. In transition, here they come.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Clarkson passes to Sohan. A minute 20 left in the opening quarter. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Vucevic. And that one drops for him.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Clarkson with the ball. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Picked by Vucevic. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
The Knicks making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum draws the double. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. And it's all tied up.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Clarkson outside. Fires the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
They've got Jose Alvarado. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And finished off by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Towns, a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Shamet. Clarkson outside. Down low. Here's Robinson. And a big-time jam. He slams it right over Vucevic.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
VA, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim. He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
Towns outside. Just 5 to shoot, and out of bounds. Boston will have it. And the Celtics making a change here.
Number 28, Hugo Gonzalez.
The Celtics with the lead. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys, back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3 ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Clarkson. To the wing on the left. Offline with a 3. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Alvarado outside. Now Robinson. It's Shamet on the wing. Now here's Towns. Clarkson with a screen on Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns way outside. And Pritchard pulls it down.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Alvarado. No made baskets yet. Towns, right side. Shoots over Tatum, and there's Towns on the assist from Robinson. And it's a 3-point New York lead.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Shireman. Pass to Vucevic. Fades back. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Clarkson. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Celtics trail by 3. And here's Pritchard. And here's Vucevic. To win the cold spell. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Shamet. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Doris, the Celtics are interesting as you look at the construction of their roster. Are they poised for long-term contention?
Well, obviously, the thing paramount on everybody's mind is how they weather the Tatum injury and their salary challenges, which are significant. But if they believe they can get multiple bites in the apple, I promise you, historic team will take their shots.
For the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Shireman. First free throw is good. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house, and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
Hits both from the stripe. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Drive by Brown. Over Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Mikal Bridges.
How about the up fake from Jaylen Brown? This guy's so convincing with it.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, BA, he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Free throw good. Brown. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
And the Knicks making a change here. Hart's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Hauser's checked in.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now here's Brunson. Give him 8 points now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Jalen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
First one falls.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer, and boy, this guy can light you up.
No good on the second free throw. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Now here's Brown. He's got 10. Shoots over Bridges. Boston, no good that time either. Knicks leading by 4. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns. New York working the ball around now. New York, no good that time either. And Brown has got the ball here for the Celtics. There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter. Brunson against White. Brunson passes to Towns. The kick out to Brunson. Back to Towns. From outside the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Look at Tatum using his length.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Brunson passes to Hart. Towns down low, working on Vucevic. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
To the middle. Brown passes to Vucevic. Stolen by Bridges. Inside, here's Anunoby. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
White finds Tatum. Back to White. Pass to Hauser. White to the screen on Anunoby. Hauser passes to Tatum. Tatum drills the three.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer right now, filling it up.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Tatum. The Knicks have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Brunson passes to Bridges. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Outside White. Back to Brown. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges outside. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
No foul. Third team foul.
White against Bridges. Robinson, a screen on White. Just 4 to shoot. Down low. Picked it out of midair.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Three-pointer Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And New York has possession. Following the 3 by Boston. 2 on the clock. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Outside Pritchard. Back to Brown. Outside White. Hauser outside. Pass to Queta. Shoots over Robinson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's got 6 in the quarter.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Pritchard against Brunson. And it's New York with a rebound. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
One of Jalen Brunson's specialties, the and one, just being aggressive.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game.
Derek White, first personal, 4th team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Brunson. Now Brown. 10 points for him. Hauser outside. Back to Brown.
First half, 2 minutes.
Stolen by Anunoby. Here we go, all alone. New York working the ball around now. Inside goes Brunson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Hauser. Minute 15 left in the first half of this game.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Queta pulls it in. Celtics trail by 8. Outside White. Outside Brown. Back to White. Boston needs to get off a shot here. And here's Brown for 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Robinson. Pritchard against Brunson. Back to Robinson. For 3, Bridges. A shot, no good. And so it's New York, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Lee. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. One more time, a big round of applause for the participants.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
Outside White. Kick out to Brown. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 5 rebounds in the game. And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, BA, because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them. Boy, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Brunson against White. Bridges outside from behind the arc. And again, the Knicks missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you.
He could knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Towns. The rebound, Celtics. Kid has got 6 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Anunoby. Picked his pocket. Now here's Hauser. Outside White. Misses off the left iron. Knicks leading by 5. Outside Hart. Brunson against Brown. Towns a screen on Brown. Here's Brunson outside. New York again can't hit.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And Tatum fires one home.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Knicks leading by 3. Bridges outside. New York working the ball around now. Hart finds Bridges. Here's Brunson outside. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And finished off by Tatum.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Towns. He's got 5. Can't cash in the 10-footer. Brown scanning the floor. Hauser outside. Pass to Keita. Here's White for the lead. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Brunson. Bridges passes to Hart. Now Towns. He's guarded by White. The kick out to Brunson to win the drought. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Now here's White. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And it's Brunson missing. For Boston, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third.
Soaring in for the dunk, Derek White. My goodness.
New York has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Hart passes to Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
Oh, my God. How do you defend that? Jalen Brunson explosive off the bounce.
Hauser outside. Pass to Tatum. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Tatum with a steal. And here's the fast break. Over Hart. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks with the lead. Three-pointer, Bridges. It's hauled in by White. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Pass to Tatum. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Bridges. And for the Knicks, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Shots good by Hart.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
And there's the screen. Lets it go from deep. Brown can't hit. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. To the paint. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Now here's Anunoby. 9 points in the game. Brunson on the drive. 6 on the shot clock. Brunson to the basket. It's good.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Brown passes to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. White against Brunson. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice move. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Well, at 6'7", this is the forward Jaylen Brown who handles it well, cuts his way right through the defense.
Here's Towns. And the shot's good. Towns has got 10 points.
Come on now, that's easy money.
Celtics trail by 3.
63-60.
White, the pass to Hauser. And here is Vucevic. Covered by Towns. Pass to Brown. Shoots it from the high post. Hits the front of the rim and out. And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. That one drops for him. Bridges has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Outside, Brown. From deep. Hauser can't get it to go.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
They double it with Brown. Towns outside. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Hart with a screen on Brown. Bridges with it. Guarded by Vucevic. There's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
B.A., I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real.
Now here's Hauser.
2 minutes remaining in the
Down low.
2 minutes.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Well, the Knicks shooting 37% since the beginning of the third quarter. Pass to Anunoby. Outside Hart. Clock at 6. To the wing, right side. Towns for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Outside White. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Hart. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
Brunson passes to Hart. Towns, right side. Shoots over Vucevic. And there's Towns on the assist from Hart. Hart's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
Now here's Brown. He's got 15. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Hauser. This one for 3. He's off on that one. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Towns with the ball. He's got 12. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Towns. Pass to Tatum from downtown. The shot comes out. It's a tie game in New York. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jose Alvarado is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the center spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Clarkson following the 3 by Boston. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Clarkson outside. Screen by Robinson. Inside. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
Now here's Tatum. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
With his skill from the mid-range area, that's money.
Knicks trail by 3. Alvarado, the pass to Robinson. Towns, right side. Alvarado outside. The 3 is up. Shireman grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Left side, Tatum. Pass to Shireman. Lets the 3 fly. Alvarado with a rebound. The Knicks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Towns on a screen. Beyond the arc. The shot that time not on target.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
They double team Tatum. No good off the glass. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Shamet lays it up and banks it in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. They lead by 1. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Boston. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 32 points in the game.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alvarado, the pass to Clarkson. Up top, Robinson. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Please give a big round of applause for your Knicks team.
Brunson is checked in for New York. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown, he's checked in for Walsh. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Brown. Tatum passes to Brown. Brown draws the double. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For New York, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Towns outside to take the lead. Towns making that shot look routine.
This is a big who we know stretches the floor to great effect. Mr. Towns from 3.
Boston trailing. Outside Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Crafty move. And he takes it up and lays it in. Tatum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Brunson. Here's Alvarado. And it's off from three-point range. For Boston, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Now Brown for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Brunson. And a nice finish on the layup. Brunson's got 21.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Boston's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. And here is Vucevic. Pass to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Shireman. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one's on Clarkson.
Second personal foul.
So for the Knicks, Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's Bridges in for Alvarado. Boston also changing it up. Hauser comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. The Knicks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Pass to Towns. Outside Anunoby. Here's the 3. Shireman grabs a board. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Outside Hart. There's a screen. Pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Anunoby passes to Towns. Over Tatum. Towns can't get it to go.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
To the paint. Here's Hauser. Outside White. 3-pointer. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight.
Great job by Bridges. Get out in front of the defense, get in transition.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New York. Hauser outside. Puts up a 3. The Knicks with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Kata's checked in for Shireman. For Boston, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Brown passes to Kata. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Brunson's got 11 points here in the second half.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Brown against Bridges. And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
White for 3.
Well, really good effort on defense from Jalen Brunson. Really making it hard on his man to try to score.
Hart passes to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads. Kata pulls it in. The Celtics shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began. Tatum from long range hits a 3-pointer. Tatum's got 39.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Cat answers with a 3-ball.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
85.
White, the pass to Brown. Now here's Tatum. Outside White. Pass to Hauser. Takes a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Outside Hart. Towns outside. Up top Bridges. Defended by Brown. White against Brunson. Oh, the shot is off.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Brown against Bridges. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Bridges against Brown. White outside. 5 on the clock. Brown outside. And there's a pick. Another shot. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Brunson against White. Hart with a screen on White. Here's Hart. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. They trail by 1. A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter. Hart with a rebound. New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Towns.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, unanswered slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Now here's Brunson. Here's the teardrop. Hart. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. The Celtics shooting about 43% since the fourth quarter began.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Now Bridges. Brunson taking his time here. Here's Towns. Oh, he misses the layup. White with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's a pass to Tatum, and stolen by Brunson. And they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., there's a chance to extend that right here.
Second team foul. Jaylen Brunson at the line, 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And he's unable to get the second one. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Seconds left in the game. Tatum inside. He's covered by Hart. Yes, sir!
And the stakes were high right there. What?
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
one misses. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Brunson up top. He's guarded by White. Left side, Brunson. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's off. Boston shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Here's a pass to Tatum. And he gets it from 15.
Wow, what a smart offensive player. You can depend on Jason Tatum to take quality shots within the game plan.
Outside Anunoby. Money from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Oh, Jaylen Brown from extended range.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
Towns. Oh, he missed the jumper. The Celtics with the lead. Oh, the stuff.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Brunson. Screen by Hart. Outside Anunoby. Let's loose for 3. Brown pulls down the board. Celtics lead by 4. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Here's Tatum. For 3. Oh, he can't hit it. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for New York. Towns a screen on Brown. Here's Towns. And stolen by Brown. Right side White. It's Brown on the wing. Brunson defending. Hauser outside. Shot clock at 6. Tatum fires. Great awareness to beat the clock. Just over 2.5 minutes in OT in this exciting contest. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Here comes your Knicks City Answers, everyone. Get loud for them.
White against Brunson. And there's the drive. Lets it go from 11. Cleared away by White. Boston leading by 6. Here's a pass to Tatum.
2 minutes remaining.
White outside. Here's Tatum. From deep. The free ball is down.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Brunson against White. And again, another missed shot.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. Here's a pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Puts up the tray. Not that time.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Anunoby. Right side, Brunson. It's blocked. They recover it. Towns doing some work on the interior.
Celtics leading.
Here's Brown.
95.
Now White. Outside, Brown. White outside. And stolen by Brunson.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Anunoby against Brown. Jacks up a three. And yes, sir. In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Towns outside. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
So we see Boston get the win here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And as we leave,